on the fact that a business was done worth 4 billion that wasn't done.
He never
is
asked
out of
that.
order.
He is not out
The
of order.
intention even
He
to
is not
commit
out
a
of
crime
order.
is not a crime in itself.
Honorable Babu.
Chairman, Honorable Rashid is out of order.
No, Honorable Babu.
He's already perceiving Honorable Murabe as being guilty, yet he's not. There was no supply that was made.
Honorable Babu,
Kenyans should know that.
Honorable Babu,
What-
No,
what-
Rashid,
what-
just hold on.
Yes.
Honorable Owino, maybe one day, you will be honored enough to sit where I am sitting. And I want to assure you, the day that you are honored to sit where I am sitting, the only thing that will be able to guide you and guide your members is following the standing orders. And I need to read out to you the standing orders 107. That a member commits an act of disorderly conduct if the member, and I want to take it to C, unnecessarily interrupts proceedings or consults in a disruptive manner. You are an honorable member. You have made your point. The world has known. I have insisted and I have said it. There are two issues here: intent and whether it was done. Honorable Murade, in the process of listening to others, has been able to give us better information. That information would never have come out properly if the chair who is here was going to behave in the manner that you wish to. Allow your colleagues, learn the art of listening so that you can be able to learn the art of responding.
Thank you, Chair. I've heard you.
Thank you very much.
Can I respond to that question?
I think Rashid, you have.
No, I need to respond to something you just said, that the whole thing, 4 billion, was the entire budget of KEMSA. All right?
He asked you whether you are aware. You said no.
I said I'm not. But there's a letter here which forms part of the commitment letters and whatever. And what they have said, KEMSA, and you have that letter. The government of Kenya, in preparedness to respond to coronavirus threat in the country, has identified your organization on a strategic partnership to supply KEMSA with the following items. And that's where they give that whole list. So this should ideally suggest that they could probably have been looking for a government-to-government arrangement. Already you're having issues with the vaccines, where people have had one vaccine, you don't know whether you're going to get the other vaccine. Israel has vaccinated more than 80,000 of its people. The schools are open, the businesses are opening. They were even purported to have paid double the price. Right now, you have kids at KEMSA, nurses are on strike, health workers are on strike. Those kids, whether delivered by KEMSA, by Kilig or anybody else, are lying out there when people out here are crying for the kids.
Honorable Murad.
I thought you, as Parliament, you should be helping this country deal with the pandemic.
Honorable Murad, now let me teach you law. Honorable Murad, I've told you this before. Honorable Murad, I asked you and I requested you that you were going very well. He just simply asked you a question whether you are aware. You answered no. But now you decided to take this with a sideshow. Now let me give you what the facts are. KEMSA, by law, KEMSA is meant to buy at a competitive rate. KEMSA failed to do that. The document that you're reading was a typical document for every other company that was given an opportunity to be able to be given these commitment letters. And at no given time, and I would advise you as well, because you're under oath, you should not start insinuating or trying to indicate that Mr. Manjari probably thought that it was going to be a government-to-government thing. Because Mr. Manjari has sat where you're sitting, and he never provided that information. The CS for Health and the PS for Health, in their own submissions, have never given that kind of a submission.
I'm not saying...
No, you're trying to indicate, Honorable Murade, what I will request you. All right? Not for any other reason, but because this committee has other things to do as well. So Rashid, get to your point.
But Chair, we need to respect we need to respect Honorable Murade.
No, let me tell you, respect is earned. Respect is not a title.
Which is true, Chairman.
And I think Honorable Owino, right now, That earning on yourself is the meaning.
If he has an interest.
No.
Yeah.
No,
This man is a man of-
My interest is simple. Chair, let me clarify my interest. I want to clarify my interest. Yes, yes, I have an interest.
Yeah,
we need to talk, Chair.
I cannot hear what you are
Honorable
saying.
Rashid, continue.
So the opinion you.
Honorable Rashid, continue.
Accused of an interest, I want to clarify.
Honorable Rashid, continue.
Thank you. Honorable Murade, you're very uneconomical.
I want you to put your microphone.
You're uneconomical with the truth. Look at your answers on 8th. You said you're not aware about the budget, but you clearly said KEMSA, commitment letter by KEMSA to Killing Limited was cancelled, citing budget what? Citing limited budget for the COVID. So you're fully aware.
Where is the economy with the truth?
But you said you're not aware about the budget. You must have been aware
No,
when you gave
I
an
am
answer.
saying-
No.
No, Chair, here you have to.
No.
We have to clarify.
Honorable Babu.
The
Honorable
letter
Babu,
cancelling
at this rate, you
that
will have to
commitment
excuse
letter
this committee.
cited budgetary constraint, cited budgetary. So I'm aware that
So you are aware.
KEMSA wrote
Do
to
you have?
No, let's go to Rashid.
Honorable Murade.
No,
Honorable
I must
Murade.
answer this one.
I agree that you have to answer it. You said that there was a letter that KEMSA did to Killing, isn't it?
To tell them
That
the commitment is cancelled
due to budgetary.
because we have no money.
Do you have a copy of that letter with you?
Yes.
Do you have it with
I
you?
don't
Yeah.
have it, but I can get it.
Okay.
Killing can
Go-
provide it.
Go ahead, Rashid.
All right?
So you have a letter saying that you could not proceed procurement of goods and services worth 4 billion because of budget,
Because they didn't have the money.
because they didn't have the money.
Exactly.
And yet they had earlier offered a commitment letter of worth 4 billion shillings based on a budget.
They had given to several people. And they had timelines. And there was no price in that thing, by the way. Nowhere had they said supply this at X. Nowhere. Are we clear?
Actually, it was 102 companies, and all those letters were standard.
Yes.
But,
Was there a price?
In some of them, yes, but
Was there a price?
Yes.
But
The price came after you delivered and now you negotiated and an LPO was issued. Not before. The commitment was you are saying you can deliver. You have to bring. When you bring, confirm that it conforms. Then the procurement process begins. In this case, no procurement process began. Period.
So I agree, Honorable Murade, that based on your influence, I don't know where first you derive your influence from. Where is your source of power and influence?
Somalis.
Chairman, that is out of order.
My source of power is my Somali friends.
Yes.
No, Honorable Murade.
No, he's laughing.
No.
But let him
Not
also
funny.
ask.
No,
Let him ask
what is
relevant
he asking?
questions.
Honorable Babu.
What is
would
he
you like
asking?
to
He's
excuse
laughing.
us? No, Honorable Babu, would you like to excuse us?
Chairman, this man is
Honorable
laughing.
Babu. No,
He must tell us why he's
listen to me, the two of you. All right, Rashid, I asked you and I gave you an opportunity to ask the questions.
So I'm asking,
Allow yourself, listen to me, you're a politician. Allow yourself not to be derailed.
himself, Honorable Murade has cited for lack of budget. So, was the entity aware when they were offering 4 billion shillings commitment letter that there will be a perceived lack of budget for this exercise?
Which entity?
KEMSA.
How would I know? I can't answer on behalf of KEMSA.
Okay.
Thank you. Next question.
Finally, there was a comment which was in the social media.
Social media.
No. Honorable Rashid, you are out of order. No.
Yeah, can you please
Honorable Rashid.
Chair, we must protect the witness.
Honorable Rashid. Honorable
Rashid, your question is dead on arrival.
Rashid, we will not. Honorable Rashid, we will not. I have made this ruling.
Rashid, you are in Tangatanga.
Honorable Rashid, I have made this ruling before.
We know you are a
All
good
right,
friend. You want to finish Murade here.
Omar, please ask your questions. Omar, please ask your question. No, Rashid.
No.
I have made a ruling before and I'm not turning on it.
Yeah.
I disallowed Honorable Babu from making remarks in terms of talking and giving reference to media. I will not know.
Chair.
Rashid, you are Ruto's friend. We know you want to finish
Honorable
Murabe.
Babu.
We know.
Honorable Babu.
No, just a moment. Honorable Chair, he has offered a letter and a document presented to you insinuating the involvement of the Deputy President in the
Which he has done it here, and I've already made a ruling on this.
I want him to confirm.
You see, he's protecting Ruto.
And he said it. The Deputy President also ate KEMSA. He said it is in the public. Can he give us clarity
On what?
that if he has certain information regarding,
But he's already given this information. What more do you want?
What more do you want?
get it.
He has given this information and I've given the ruling that we are going to write to KCB. Now please switch off your microphone and let's get into listen to me, all of you. We are not going to get into levels of politics here. All right?
Kumbe is Dangatanga.
And no, listen to me, Mr. Murade. Believe me, all right? I was born and raised in politics. I've lived my whole life in politics. No one here will be able to teach me politics. But right now, I represent the interests of Kenyans, politics aside. The issues of the word Tangatanga and whatever it is, that one will now be kept aside, and we'll get to the bottom of this. The issue here is what Kenyans want. Honorable Omar.
Thank you, Chairman. From the onset, I want to tell the witness that is under oath, and what I'm supposed to ask, you should make sure that you should be guided by.
Honorable members, I'll allow your colleague to be able to speak.
Mukami,
You will speak. Next time come early, Mukami, you will speak. Omar, go ahead. Honorable Omar, go ahead.
Chairman, I think this is not a marketplace, and you must be.
Honorable Omar, go ahead.
Out of order.
Honorable Babu, at this rate, and let it just be known, at this rate, Honorable Babu, you will be forced to excuse us.
Correct.
Chair, what's good
Honorable
for the,
no,
what's good for the
Babu.
gander is good for the goose.
Honorable Babu,
So Rashid will follow me.
Honorable Babu, at this rate, you will be forced to excuse us. Honorable Omar.
Thank you, Chairman. Number 4 on the affidavit, the witness indicated that is aware that Kilik Limited had engaged partners who had promised financing for the purchase of PPE kits in connection with KEMSA's commitment letter, but the partners experienced delays in securing the financing. Now that you are aware, my question is, who are these partners?
I've given the thing to the chair.
Okay, thank you, that's fine.
In the transfers.
That's fine, it's good enough.
Is this the one that you're talking about, the one for KCB?
No, the transfers where William and Zoo transferred
the
to
one
Bush
that to
and
Bush
his
Wanjala.
clients, yes.
Yes, is this
It's
the one
there.
you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Omar.
Thank you. That's what I just wanted to know. Are you aware, or at what point did you be a signatory to Kilik's account? At what point did it cease?
Immediately the commitment letter was cancelled.
When was that?
I can't remember the actual date, but once there was no procurement to proceed with, that whole arrangement came to an end.
Are you aware that that account is still active?
I'm aware, because it was not meant for just that business.
So, do you have any documentation to show?
I am not a signatory in that
All
account
right.
today. In fact, Chair, I have now the current signatories and directors of that account today. Then you'll find I'm not.
Please just table that. Yes.
Yeah. Here.
Can someone just give us that?
I am not.
This is information that Equity Bank
This
members,
is the
and I think
current,
already
current status of that account. That account was not opened to do COVID.
So you're not a signatory. Very well. I think I know where I'm heading to this. You did indicate that there was no personal benefit
Yes.
whatsoever.
Yes.
In terms of you guaranteeing between Kilik and the other company, Entech.
Right.
You have no benefit whatsoever.
No.
So my question is, are you that philanthropic to assist any person who wants to do business between one another? Are you that philanthropic to guarantee or to give assurance, whatever you say, between two different entities that you don't accrue any benefit whatsoever.
I even stand bail, cash, for friends. And once they get the money back from the courts, I don't go claiming it back.
So Murade, is that...
I've stood for very prominent people here, if you want to hear the names.
Is it in relevance to this?
Yes, because you're asking, how would you guarantee somebody and you are not expecting any benefit? Correct? If I understand you correctly, facilitating a friend to do his business. Do you have to go and ask for a benefit?
Murade. Yes, Honorable Murade. The fact is that nobody is telling you not to be philanthropic as you put it. But we want to find out the facts, which I'm going to supply to this committee during report writing. You said under oath that you are not accruing any benefit whatsoever.
Honorable Omar, I need to advise you for purposes.
I want to hear what he's asking.
But before he continues, if it is anything in any way that implicates on Mr. Murade in any way, and you fail to give him an opportunity, I just need to advise you, Omar, then you will be denying him an opportunity to be able to respond. So
I just want him to say under oath that he has not accrued any benefit whatsoever.
And that's what I'm saying. In the event that you
wonder, where is it, considering there was no procurement? Where is it?
Chairman,
go ahead.
I think you need to guide this witness the proper way of addressing this committee. I asked my question and it's your mandate to answer it or to ignore answering it. You don't have to argue with me. Chairman, I rest my case by saying that this witness said that he went into this commitment and he became a signatory to that account, knowing very well that he is not accruing any benefit whatsoever.
Yes.
He said that in an oath.
Yes.
I rest my case.
Okay. No, Babu, we've already had you. Here, I think you wanted to
burning issue.
Cool it down with
Chairman,
water.
thank you. Chairman, that question has been asked, but I just wanted to remind one thing, and this is for general information. Whether there was no payment, whether there was no invoicing, whether there was no procurement process has taken place, the fact remains that there is a commitment letter given by KEMSA. And this commitment letter, the initial intention was to do business. The initial intention was to do business. Therefore, the issue of saying, what if that process has gone to its finality and goods will have been supplied, then payment will have been made definitely. So when people are saying that there was no scandal, there was nothing, because there was no supply of these kits, we are basing our investigations on the giving out of commitment letters to various business entities.
I think I've read out the standing orders, honorable members, and I think this is important as well for us to be able to. One, I want us to be all on the same page that yes, there was a commitment letter. The commitment letter, the valuation was based on the fact that what it was that they were paying. They did not pay anyone less than 9,000 shillings for each PPE. So at 450,000, you multiply that is what comes to that figure of 4 billion shillings. Secondly, this commitment letter was cancelled. After a few days, it was revived again. We do not know what happened, and I'm glad that Mr. Gashoka is outside. He will be able to advise us because he was the director at that particular time. To wind up, I need to ask you, because this is very, very vital. Mr. Murade, you said that according to your affidavit, you said the people who approached you was Xu Jinping and Mr. Gashoka.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. Are you aware when they approached you?
I can't remember. It was in the course of when the guys who they gave the company were not able to do it, and same Mr. Zhu was known to NTEC, Mr. Chen. Then that is where they came and said, look, those guys were unable to do it. These guys have the kits, but they are insisting they need an assurance that if they give us to deliver and we are paid, we'll pay them. And for the information of this committee, Chairman, I gave my statement to the EACC.
Fair enough.
I am the one who even gave them the bank accounts, all right? And those things are available, all right? The question is, why am I here? Actually, that is what I cannot understand.
No, Mr. Murade. Mr. Murade.
Can you
No, Mr. Murade. Listen to me. Listen to me. Mr. Murade, the issue of why you are here, this committee has sat down and listened to hundreds of witnesses, right? No one is superior or inferior to any other. We will call, listen to me.
Yes.
You see the way you've told us here, that there are people here, even these people will be called.
Even Zuma was yesterday in the New York.
Listen to me, Mr. Murade. Mr. Murade, you will switch off your microphone as I give you an opportunity. Thank you. Let's behave like leaders that we are. Now, I need to ask you, this is a very vital matter. I asked you, and stop derailing, I asked you a simple question. When was it when these people approached you? And I have a reason as to why. Do you know the date? When did they approach you?
It must have been around May.
Around May.
Chairman, yeah.
No.
Chairman, I don't have the specific, unless you...
Robbie,
Chairman, if you check, no?
Robbie,
there's something I wanted to say,
no,
Chairman.
Robbie, I'm
Chairman.
on the floor, Robbie, you will switch off your microphone. After I'm done, I've gotten your...
No, I wanted to
Take him out,
answer the question
Chairman.
he's saying.
No.
I just wanted to answer the question he's saying. He's not aware why he's here.
We're through with that. Those are side shows that we will not even...
Chair, these are Tanga people.
No, whatever they are, Babu. Honorable members.
Chair, you need to take action against
No.
Chairman, I think I can answer that question, which you asked.
Honorable members,
A point of order.
no, there's nothing out of order.
We cannot trivialize this issue.
I need you to answer this question, Mr. Murade. Mr. Murade, I will not allow at any given time for us to be derailed. I asked a simple question. When did Mr. Xi Jinping and Mr. Gashoka approach you?
I need to check.
You said it was in May.
I need to check when that account was opened, because around that time.
Okay. And the reason why I'm asking you that is because by the date of them approaching you, and these are now the issues that members need to get facts of. By the time they approached you, Mr. Xi Jinping had ceased to be a shareholder of this company. So what was the interest of Xi Jinping in approaching you?
It is the company, his company. I told you,
No,
it was not. Wait, Chair. This company was not incorporated just for the sake of COVID.
No.
It had a reputation.
No,
let me finish.
No.
Xi Jinping did not cease. What they did, they transferred the company to Bush and Company.
Okay.
Bush
And
has then since returned the company
back to
IV.
Yes, but now the reason why I'm asking you this is because these are the issues now we need to put into the report. This is a document that you provided us right now. That the current signatories for this is Mr. Chen Chao,
Yes.
Ivy, who is the current director, Mr. Wilbert Gatei, who actually formed this company with Xi Jinping.
Right.
Xi Jinping appears to have disappeared. Would you be having the contacts of Xi Jinping?
Xi is a prominent Chinese person in this country.
No, we don't know him. That's why we are asking you. Would
I'm
you
sure they were saying you even have his affidavits.
No, actually, we don't have his affidavits. The affidavits that
My
we
friend,
have are for Mr.
if-
Chen Chao. No,
Is he part of those mandates?
Mr. Murade.
Somebody
I asked
like you would come and introduce me to somebody, right? I said, I'm known to Xi. I'm known to William. All right? Whether he was a signatory or a shareholder or whatever, after they transferred to the deputy president's associates, he can say, now this thing has gone south. We have these friends who have the kids who are able to deliver, but they need an assurance that when Kilik, which he was still associated with, is paid, they will be paid.
Okay. So my question to you is that since you've told us that this is a person that you've done work with and everything else, we would request you to just provide us the details of Mr.
No problem.
Jinping. Thank you
There is
very
no
much.
problem.
All right. Now, the other question that is there is in terms of the guarantee. You said there was nothing that was done in writing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the contractual meaning of guarantee, and I clarified it to
Honorable Kajwang.
It is like a comfort assurance. I assure you, Abdul Samad will pay you.
Okay. Now the reason I'm asking that is because Chen Chao still remains to become a signatory of this particular account. Are you aware? Are you aware? Of
He does what?
He still remains a signatory of this account, Chen Chao.
After?
This is a document that you provided us.
Yeah, but that is before, during, or after the cancellation.
Even after the cancellation,
Yeah.
Chen Chao, this is a letter. Of course, we'll now have to get in touch with Equity to confirm this email.
Yes, yes.
Because this is not dated. It is only, the time is 1549.
There is another one which tells you sometime in July. The dates are there.
Yes.
And it is
so this is
same
the first
dates,
one. This is on
different times.
28th of July, and there's another one.
It's different time. There is like 4 minutes apart.
Well, this could be the time of printing because this was from a phone.
It's an email from the bank.
Yeah, I understand. But if we go into IT savvy issues, this is a screenshot from a phone. And that is why there's bars here and showing that this is 4G.
You can check with the bank.
And that's why I said I will check with the bank.
Please.
I just simply asked you a question.
Yeah.
It is vital. I'm sure it is in our interest to finalize that we just get it on with.
Right.
I just need to ask you, is Chen Chao continues being a signatory here?
Of what?
Of Kilig.
I have no business with Kilig at this point.
No, but this is a document
That letter I gave you is to show you
that you're
by
not
the
there.
time I got out,
That's what I'm saying.
they were left to their devices, Kilig and Entech.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Honorable Murate.
Yeah.
Please, just hear me out. And I
heard
need
you,
to tell
Chair.
you as well to learn the art of listening once in a
I've
while.
heard you, Chair.
All right. So I'm asking you that this is a document that Chen Chao continues being there. This is
And
the
I get
document.
out because the transaction for which I was in is finished.
We are all in agreement that you're no longer there.
Yes.
But Chen Chao remains to be there, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be aware as to why Xi Jinping is not there?
No.
Okay. I think we need to have Mr. Gashoka now in. Is there anything else you want to add? You know, I need to say something else. This is very vital. Since the media is here and everyone else is here, from here, the clerks are going to immediately write to Kenya Commercial Bank. I want it to be, because I'm trying to imagine now what the headlines tomorrow will be, that this is one company where two different bank accounts, one is an associate of the deputy and the other is an associate of the president. That is what the headlines will be. But I want us to be very, very clear on one thing. We are going to call the people who are in this company. I do not know who is here. This is information that Mr. Murade has been able to graciously provide to us, and we will ask those people whether they are actually related in any way, and I'm hoping that when they come in as well, they don't tell us that their involvement was also just to guarantee, because they are also influential, because everyone seems just to be guaranteeing. But is there anything else you want to add? Yes, Mishi, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, Chair, I'm sorry I came late. But for the purposes of the public and even the media, you have talked about the delivery of 9 million, which is being purported as samples. So can we understand whether payment was done for those 9 million?
I think I've already indicated it already. As a matter of fact, Kilig has not invoiced for that amount. However, and this is now very, very vital for legal issues. For legal issues, you see, it can be construed as well that a procurement process has already started, and I want it to be known that as far as the audit report is concerned, there were goods that had already been supplied, all right? And I want us to be very, very equally clear, Mr. Murade, that the company that you were guaranteeing, we need to get to the bottom of this, because we don't want a situation whereby 3 years from today, maybe when Honorable Babu is the one who is chairing this committee, maybe we don't want a situation whereby we are now having a Kilik trying to sue for something they never supplied, and it's happened before. And I think that is now on this committee to ensure that nothing of that nature is going to happen to Kenyans. Yes, Rahab has not said anything, and then we'll have honorable members. What I will request you, we've gone so well, we've already managed to get the information that we want. Let us have our closing remarks to be as non-political as possible. Honorable members. Yes, Rahab.
Thank you, Chair. Now, I was going through the affidavit, and I've listened to Honorable Murathe, and from what I'm understanding, he has tackled those questions as per his affidavit, because initially there were rumors that he is one of the directors. He has confirmed that he is not a director of that company, and the company was not paid any money. The board of contention is only that he guaranteed Kirigi, of which I know all the banks, they normally do that. So what I can say, Babu Oino was a bit harsh on us, because as a committee, when we come here, we normally talk as registrators. So what I can say, Chair, I think from what Murathe has presented to us, personally I've understood, and I think now we should now talk to the owners, the register members of that company of Kiri.
Thank you very much. Now, before yourself, Papa, because you've already...
Just the last word, it's not a harsh one.
Robbie, and then we'll have yourself.
Thank you, Chair. It's good also I say something before Mr. Murathe leaves this committee. Mr. Murathe, I'm also a member of Jubilee, and my advice to you as our Vice Chair, use your title well.
Chair, that's out of
Mr.
order.
Robbie, no, Honorable Babu, Mr. Robbie, I had already made a ruling on this, and in fact I had even... Listen, if you want to give someone political advice, this is what you can do. This party or any other party has a constitution. In their constitution, they should respect his boss. They should get their delegates conferences, and in those delegates conferences, they can lecture Mr. Murathe on what it is. For right now, as we are here, our role is not at all to advise people on how to lead their political lives. All right, let's just
not an advice. Yes. Now, I just want to say, next time, don't get involved to companies which you see maybe...
that's not your duty.
No, Honorable Babu, I think...
Respect your Vice Chairman.
No, Honorable Babu, unless you have also defected.
Babu, what is your interest?
No,
I will explain.
Robbie, is there something else you want to add that is related to this?
Thank you,
If he needs your advice, I'm sure you guys can meet on the corridors and you can give each other friendly advices.
Thank you, Chair. Number one, I've been asked a very serious question of what my interest is. Number one, Chair, the main aim why we are investigating this KEMSA issue is to bring to book those who stole money. The reason why I'm talking like this, and I've just looked at social media, Twitter, I've seen myself trending that I'm defending Honorable Murathe. The reason why I'm doing it, Chairman, is because Honorable Murathe was never given a tender worth 4 billion and they never supplied. So there was no 4 billion money involvement. Kenyans should know clearly. We fight those who stole money.
All right.
Thank you.
I think, Rashid, let's have the next witness, all right? Thank you very much, Mr. Murathe.
But just to conclude, Chair, it's very sad when we allow this kind of innuendo, like when those headlines from the newspapers, or COVID billionaires, and then you want to treat some of us as the poster boy of that business. I have never supplied not even a single mask or a PPE or anything to do with KEMSA. And it is so sad when even my relatives now think I'm a COVID billionaire, and everybody who has a small problem is calling me to give them money. And you have put me into a lot of trouble. Thank you, Chair.
Let's call in the next witness.
Mr. Chair, we have to have an internal.
We will definitely have an internal. Media allow us to you can leave your cameras, switch them off, and then so that for purposes of timing.
The nation wajitayarishe pia, we are going to sue them.